Everybody run! Run from the giant penguin! So after being somewhat dismayed with the selection at the Woolworths booth for Australian beers, because they were all pale ales and lagers, I put out a call on Twitter for people to suggest places to buy better beers and better kinds of Australian beers. And I found some. The Hargreaves Hill Hefeweizen from the Yarra Valley. That was very nice. Nice hef. The Three Ravens White Wit Beer. Not bad. Not bad. I think I like the Hargreaves Hill Hef better. And the Four Pines Brewing Stout. That was very good as well. I like that one quite a bit. So, thank you, Twitter, for telling me, A, to go to a Dan Murphy's, and B, that yes, indeed, there were beers from Australia that didn't suck so bad. Though, I did get several responses on Twitter that were also like, you are barking up the wrong tree, all Australian beer is piss. And I was like, wow, some people are really down on their country's beers. Luckily, they were also wrong, so happy with that. Well, I don't really know how the audio is going to come through because it's a little windy and I'm using my phone because I didn't bring the big camera down. But damn it, it's our last morning in St. Kilda and we're going to go to the beach. Whether or not the beach works, it's still been a good morning because Kathleen and I both finally got Genghis Khans. Whole bunch of skydivesmen. Or I guess parachutos, they would probably call them here. We have decided not to go swimming because it is windy.
And it's cold.
And cold.
And
well, it's cold because it's windy. It's actually quite warm in the sun.
I put Penelope down in the sand and she fussed. She does not like sand.
Just like Anakin Skywalker. Haven't actually interacted with the water myself. Kathleen tells me it's not warm per se, but it's warmer than it is at home, which makes sense because our around here ocean temperature is a frigid one. It's not, well, there it goes. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, it's 10:20 on the Thursday. We check into our PAX hotel tonight, so we have 40 minutes to pack everything up and get out of this B&B, which has been a wonderful place to stay for the past week and a half, but now we got to get into the city. Okay, I think we got everything in just enough time, and there's a car on the way. I'm carrying a lot of stuff, so I'm going to put this camera down now. Stop playing with my coffee. So yeah, we're going to the Oats. Yep. On Market Street, you know where that is?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All our stuff barely fit in the car and there's no ramp up to the hotel. All right. So the Uber ride from the B&B to the hotel was kind of sketchy.
Yes. But the guy was real nice.
The guy was real nice, but he had like a giant box of paperwork in his trunk.
Which,
and I was like,
is fine.
No, it's not. If you're running an Uber, you get your trunk completely fucking empty. Because I was like, we have a lot of bags. And he's like, yeah, it's okay, we'll make it fit. And I'm like, no, we have a lot of bags. He's like, well, okay, we can put some in the back seat, I guess. And I'm like, there's 2 of us and a baby. We made it work, but like, the passenger seat was basically just mounded with shit.
And we had a suitcase between us, and I had a bag between my legs, and Graham had a bag between his legs.
So it was, you know,
also, Penelope was on my lap, and that's not legal, apparently.
Yeah, so...
It's legal in taxis, but not in private cars, so I don't really know what the difference is.
Yeah, apparently Ubers don't have the dispensation to just be holding a baby, and he didn't tell us that until we were driving, and was like, Yeah, so if you see any police riding around, just sort of like hide the baby. And we're like, excuse me, what? So yeah, felt really good about that. Just breaking the law. But anyway, we're here and we've checked into the hotel.
Which is very nice and much larger than our B&B suite.
Yeah, the hotel
like 3
suite.
times the size.
It's real nice. I'll show you around later. And now we're walking over to the exhibition center to see what PAX is like. This food court is off the chain. I mean, it's in a casino, which helps, but it's also just like, it's nuts. It's a real good food court. The point is, I've never had spaghetti carbonara at a food court before. It was really good.
Yeah, not bad.
And a pumpkin feta and
Almond salad.
almond salad.
Pumpkin, feta, almond, and rocket.
That was good.
I really like the salad.
What do we call rocket in North America? Arugula. Arugula. We're going to the convention center now to get our badges and to see where Bandland is and sort of get the lay of the land because we've never been here. Graham Stark reporting to you live from Mirror's Edge, where we're expecting that Bandland should be right about here, and there's nothing. But there's also just no sign of PAX at all in this part of the convention center, so it's entirely possible that they just haven't set it up yet. Yeah, I think there's actually something happening in the convention center tonight that's not PAX, which is that a bit of Baxter?
Be free, Baxter.
Tiny piece of our cat. So yeah, it looks super cool in here, but I don't think we can actually do any sort of setup. So...
I mean, it's earlier than we've ever gotten to a PAX, the day before PAX. Like, normally we roll up at like 5?
No, I mean, at West this year, because James and I were down there early, we went over and started setting up at like 1 in the afternoon.
Oh,
it was great. We caught up with Guy, who's one of the Reed Expo organizers, and was instrumental in having us down here, which was great to say hi to him. And I want to pop onto the show floor to find the PA merch booth to make sure that all of our stuff actually arrived. And because of the intense regulations involved, nobody can go onto the show floor without one of these bright-ass vests in orange or pink or bright green, I think, is the other option. And also, children under the age of 15 can't go either, so Kathleen's going to stay here with Penelope while I go make sure that all of our... This is size medium. This is not... I guess it's not that bad.
You don't have to do it up.
I guess I can just, like, casual vest.
Yeah.
I'm casually visible. There are birds in here. There's a bird in the expo hall. I mean, of course there are. It's a huge, huge space with doors open to the outside. Presumably the birds will be terrified out of here by the sound by the time everything actually gets set up. I do like seeing the expo floors come together because they look completely different. It takes them basically the whole week to get the whole thing together, and then it's gone within 2 or 3 hours. Oh, hey. I know that guy. Ostensibly our banner will be around here somewhere as well, though I don't know where. Gotta get over to the Penny Arcade merch booth to see if our pallet arrived. Gotta ship stuff by boat. We had to ship this stuff out like 4 months ago. 5 months? 4 months? It's been on the ocean for a while. And now it's here. As are all of these bean bags. These bean bags are also here. Yeah! Oh yes! Oh, he's so great. 7:30 the night before PAX, and I realized I didn't print a menu for the table. So we're going to Office Works. Australians have the funniest words. Office Works. I don't...
So why am I wet? Because I decided this hotel has a pool. We did not get to go in the ocean. We were going to take Penelope into the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Penelope did not like the pool.
Correct.
Penelope was literally scared shitless by the pool. I know, because we took off her swim diaper and it was filled with poo. Swim diapers are not absorbent, because if they were, they would just fill up with water. What they are is extremely tight, because they are designed to keep any terror shits inside. And for that, this diaper gets an A+.
Ask anyone who's into photography or videography, and they'll tell you that they do love shooting at sunset, because everything just looks great, you know, the golden hour, etc., etc. But I particularly like it in cities, because the sunlight bounces around all the different buildings and just looks really cool. You can't print on foam board in store. It's an online only thing. So I'm printing it out on paper and then sticking it to self-adhesive foam board. I think this is the only kind they have. Alright. At least I can fit 2 pieces on here.
See, it's on you.
To that, I think that'll work fine.
So you all decided.
Thanks, Office Works. We got there. Now I have to do a craft project in the hotel room tonight, but hey, at least, you know, at least I'll have a thing for the booth. See, I'm used to back home where like a Staples or a FedEx Kinko's or whatever can do the printing on foam board same day, which is amazing. So it's not like I'm annoyed that Office Works can't. I just wish I'd thought of this before, you know, Thursday afternoon before PAX. My bad.